Okay, continuing on. Let me just open my layers. You'll see that when I made the text there in that field, created a layer. I'm actually going to start locking these layers so that I don't mess them up by dragging over them accidentally in doing some sort of transformation. And that's just temporary. I'll come back and work into each one of them. The next type tool that we will use is actually hidden under type. So you see the little arrow here. We hold that down, and we want to look at type on a path. Will be our next tool, which is the T along this path. Since I am using ellipses, I'm going to use that round shape in my design, and I'm going to click here. I'm going to give this a dimension of let's try 215 by 215. I'm guessing. Oops, and I filled it. Let's outline it, and then also I'm just going to give it a different color for right now. I'm not going to be too particular. I'm just going to select something so I can see it as I'm working. And let's get it to center. So by hovering, there we go, the intersect. We think it might be centering on something else. Let's try that. There we go. It says center. Okay. Now that I have that, I can click into the type on a path tool, and you can select the path that you want, and it'll wrap some lorem ipsum around for you to work on. Okay, I'm going to put this on fast forward again. I'm going to work in a few phrases, and I'll be back. All right, coming back to you. I have put in a couple of things, and I came up with the words. Actually, I should just close those and hide those other layers so you can see. And this is the ideas that I got from my research page. And I know it's going past our circle when I turn the circle back on, which is going to be our outer border, which is... So we could work with that. And why I did that is it always retains the last point size you used. And since I'm using Myriad Pro, that's the font it selected. I certainly can select a different font. And we should talk a little bit about these controls real quick. Your controls, when you type on a path like this, come up with these different drag handles once you go back to the selection tool or go to the direct selection tool. Is they allow you to move where it starts and also where it ends. Now, once you get to a certain point, you're going to start losing things because you haven't made your field big enough. So that's the same as not making your field big enough. So this is one way that you can think about your project and how you lay out if you decide to use this type on a path sort of technique. Now I'm going to make them very, very, very close to one another there, and I think I'm going to also go back in, and when I click into the type tool again, I can add things. Like I want to add in another M dash, and so we'll do that, and maybe I'll also click here into this field, and we'll do another one here and a space. Okay, and we can start manipulating this space a little bit. So when I come back, I'm going to work on these to develop this text that's going to go around the outside of my coin.